What's up, everybody? It's Coach and welcome to the channel. Alright, so today we are going to be looking at the changes from 2.0 to 3.0 of the Rebs, the rebel rousers, the guys who are not happy with what's going on in the GCPS, and they are not afraid to take action. So if you don't know what alien race you want to pick, or you don't know if you want to play humans or aliens or whatnot, the Rebs are a good place to start. So let's break them down. All right, so one of the new leaders from Escalation, SHAYO Silverback, is the large monkey. I think he's a gorilla. And he's got a lot of the same things, a little bit of changes. So here are the changes. He's gone from 4 to 5 health points, which is pretty good. All right, I mean, he's only a size 3. He had 4 before, now he has 5. That's a lot better. And he's still a leader with the knuckle dusters. Knockback, but he has smash. Smash is a new thing. Okay, and yeah, you know, I've been using it, been playing it. Smash is a good thing to have. He's come down from 38 to 34 points. SHAYO's pretty good. He's pretty good. I do like his pounce attack. Okay, you know, if the active model is SHAYO or an Alpha SIMIAN, may ignore enemy models in the cube and advance or sprint through it as it leaps over their heads, which is pretty cool, pretty cinematic, jumps over their heads. Yep, SHAYO is pretty good. He is heavy, though, for a Reb, especially for Rebs. 34 points and 4 VPs, but he's definitely worth it. He'll be around for a while. This is one of those leaders you get into the fray. All right, we need to talk about the Rebel Cell leader. This is your go-to. This is if you want to do a different type of leader, but they have this. They basically have the same splat for jack of all trades. All right, so you can take a human, a SPHYR, or a Ren. Now, you used to be able to take a KRAAW, but that the KRAAW didn't make it anymore. He's out. I guess they don't have the model for it, so they're not going to use it. So. Some of the changes, stats are the same other than armor is going up to armor 1, which is always good. Now with the lack of AP, armor 1 is a lot better. Okay, recon of 4+ from 5 up to 5+ to 4+, and look at this. This is the big one. All right, gone from TAC 1 to TAC 2. That is tremendous, tremendous. All right, so all the stats are the same down here. The only difference is this. Okay, the cost and the VPs. Now the human cell leaders come up from 20 to 28. All right. The SPHYR has gone from 20 to 30 points and an extra VP. So instead of 2, it's gone up 3 VP. And the Ren cell leader has gone up from 20 to 30 points and 3 VP. So now, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Well, let's break this down. All right. Recon 4+ and TAC 2 is important. Armor 1. All right, is it worth, let's say, an extra 8 to 10 points? Maybe. Maybe. But then again, all the other stuff is the same. So I think it's a little heavy in the price. Okay, I think maybe the SPHYR and the Ren should have been 26, and the human should have been... I'm sorry, the SPHYR and the Ren should have been 28, and the human cell leader should have been 26. So, you know, that's a... That's where I am, but this is still a good leader. Jack of all trades is a decent splat, which you can switch, you know, your range and your fight. So fighting on a 4+ or a save of 4+, you know, you got to use a splat for it. But TAC 2 makes it a little bit more available. So I think this is good. A little overpriced for my taste, but still definitely take it. If anything, I kind of like the Ren and the SPHYR. The human cell leader doesn't really do it for me. But he does have combat team training, which is important. But then again, the SPHYR and the Ren are a little bit more offensive. So you're going to want to get them up there. So it depends on your playstyle, what you want to do. But don't get them killed because you don't want to lose that splat. Not the splat. I mean, you don't want to lose that TAC 2. You don't want to lose those 2 extra dice. All right, the Infiltrator Commander. Everything is the same. The only things that's changed is you got Frenzy 1. Now, the Yindage are, they're pretty cool. All right, I like them. You know, the only thing is they're not fantastic. All right, they're just okay. I mean, you know, this guy fights on a 4. You know, survive of 5, no armor. Not too bad. This is your vanilla leader. It's just You know, 20 points doesn't really do much. I mean, you know, compared to the other leaders in the Rebs, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be too crazy about him. And I do love the Yindage. I do love the models. I think they'd be so good. They're missing something. But try them out. If it works out, let me know. All right, so here we go. Let's go into troops with specialists. So now, the Rebel SORAKs. The SORAKs became troops in escalation, but now the Rebel SORAK Swordspawn is down there. So now one guy has got the blast weapon, and the other one's got the dual blade. So check this out. Now that the Rebel Swordspawn is a troop, he also has Frenzy 2, which is awesome. And they've come down in price. So the SORAK was 9 points, down to 6. Down to 6 points. And the Swordspawn was 13 points. Now it's 8 points. Still 1 VP each. I'm loving these guys. Loving these guys. Now, you got to remember that the explosive blast really isn't going to do much damage. Okay? But you're knocking guys off. Hopefully getting them in there, pinning them, getting whatever, and then the Swordspawn can come in and rip them apart. So these guys work very good together. Very good together. So for 14 points, you take 2 of them, and they can do some work. So the SORAK is blasting them up, and then the Swordspawn is wrecking face with them. Now, you got to remember, though, no armor, okay? Survive of 6, and a 5-up fight, or a range of 5+. They're your cannon fodder, all right? But I think they do a lot. I think, you know, a Frenzy 2 on a 5 with the dual blades for 8 points, it's pretty good. Pretty good. It's not a Kalishi, but Kalishi is twice the price. But, you know, they can do some work. So I really do like the SORAKs. I like where they're at. Okay, so people say I keep jumping over stuff, but I'm just trying to cover the new stuff, but I'm going to try something different. The Rebel Trooper is exactly the same. He's only 7 points. The stats are garbage, all right? But for 7 points, not bad. You can fill out your thing. I would, the only thing is he does have a rifle, but fight and survive is terrible. All right, a good buddy, the Yindages. You heard what I said about the leader. They've gotten Frenzy 1, and they've come down from 12 to 10 points. Not bad. 5, 5, 6. You know, for 10 points, it's not bad. You get a rifle in there. It's not bad. Just remember, though, you got Scout. Get him where you need to go. Shooting on 5s is not great. They are better, I would say better than the Rebel Trooper, but he's 3 points more than the Rebel Trooper. But, you know, they move on to 1 to 2. I was hoping that they would change and they would move on to 2 to 3 because they're a little bit more agile. They can move around the board pretty good. I don't know why. You know, like this, I thought they'd be faster. I'd like to see maybe in the next edition or maybe even an FAQ, give them a 2 to 3 speed. One of the newer troops from Escalation is still a troop here, the SPHYR Hunter. They are fantastic, all right? They've come down in price from 13 to 12, only 1 point, but still. 5s across the board. The Harpoon Gun, range 5, AP 1, great, all right? And then the blades in combat, Frenzy 1. For 12 points, you can't go wrong, all right? You can build a whole you could build a whole unit around this, a whole SPHYR faction going out there, and it'll be badass. It'll look really cool. I mean, the first thing we did was when the SPHYR came into Deadzone, and we just made a whole bunch of SPHYR troops out of the Dreadball team. I love these guys. Love to look at them. Andrew loves to play them. You could just run all SPHYRs. Do like it. 12 points. He's still a little pricey. They were 13, now they're 12, but because of the blades with the Frenzy and the Harpoon Gun with the AP1, you're paying for it. I do like these guys. All right, so now, here's what the rubber hits the road. The SPHYR Hunter MAKO. All right? Now, you're getting a bike. So this is a bike unit. Okay? But he's a troop. You're moving on a 2 to 5 for 13 points. 1 extra point than the SPHYR Hunter. Okay, now if you love the SPHYR Hunter, why wouldn't you put this dude on a bike and have him move 2 to 5? It's only 13 points. I understand bikes can't climb. I understand bikes have certain drawbacks to them. For 1 point more, why not take 2? At least just 2 in there. 26 points, moving on to 2 to 5, grabbing objectives, moving across the board. Really, really good. I mean, if you love SPHYR Hunters, definitely do this. Just like in the GCPS, man. For 1 point, throwing a dude on a bike, moving on a 2 to 5, man, you can't go wrong. And he moving 2 and still being able to shoot that harpoon gun, range 5 AP1. You're going to be able to reach out and touch somebody. All right? Lack of armor, all that stuff. I know. But just think of the mobility. And it's only 1 VP. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. You ready? Sapphire Hunter MAKO on the bike. Coach's seal of approval. Okay, so I don't remember exactly who said it, and I'm glad. I don't think they'd want to know that I'm repeating what they said, but I said, Coach, which is me, said, hey, the Z scavengers are kind of garbage, man. Why don't we put them as troops? And someone said to me, that will never happen, Coach, because the Z scavengers are way too good. They are way too good, and there would be Z scavenger spam. Well, now look, lo and behold, you have Z scavengers as troops. All right? So, the Z scavengers, these guys are garbage. They're garbage. All right? Think about it. They've gotten an improved range down from 7 to 6, so that's good. All right? Their hacker, they don't have scavenger anymore. They lost scavenger, but they got stealthy. So you're not getting clear line of sight on them, I guess because they're so small, right? Obviously, they're a troop. They're still 6 points and 0 VPs. All right, I am not a guy who likes 0 VPs. I really don't. I don't like that in the game. I really don't. But it's in the game, so I've gotten over that. But to take 10 Z scavengers for 60 points, you're able to unlock at least 10 specialists, at least 3 supports, 4 supports, all right? 3 supports, I'm sorry, 3 supports for 10, all right? They're Z scavenger spam, all right? They're hackers. That's all they're going to be good for. You're going to take these guys to do certain things in missions. Basically, they're troop tax, which is the cheapest one. I'm going to kill 7 of your Zs. Cool, you ain't getting any points for it, so what the hell, all right? Move them up, do what they got to do. They move on a 1 to 2. Hey, you know what? I don't like Z scavengers, but as troops with stealthy, pretty good. Pretty good. I like them. They're coming up. The only problem I have is now I got to really paint all the Z scavengers that I have, but I think I can get over it. All right, one of my favorite models in the Rebs faction. All right, there's a few of them, but this is the one that really drew me to the Rebs. And I think this is the one that Andrew loved, all right? It's the Grogans, the big dudes, all right? So, their stats are the same. Resilient 1 is the same. Here's where the changes are, right? All right, so you have the Onslaught gun, which is range 5, suppression, weight of fire 1. It's only 16 points. Cool. I'll take it, man. Take it, right? The Grogan Desolator, though, is come down in price, man. Come down in price a lot. So now they're both specialists still, okay? But range 8 AP3 for 1 VP for 14 points. All right, so let's break this down. All right, either one is good, okay? Suppression, weight of fire 1 on a 5+ shoot is fantastic. All right, you're going to be pinning guys. You're going to be suppressing cubes. You're going to do all that good stuff. It's a range 5 though. It's a range 5. Okay, the Desolator though. The Desolator, range 8, AP3. It's come up. It's come up in AP, all right? No keywords, all right? No keywords. So Desolator used to be 8 extra points, 1 VP, extra VP. So you're rocking 2 VPs. Range 8, AP2. Now it's AP3. It's come down. So it's only 1 VP, and it's 14 points. Somebody on the Rules Committee likes to play Rebs. I wonder who that is, all right? But I'm going to have to say I do agree with this. I agree with this a lot. You'll take a lot more Grogans, all right? The Desolator is fantastic for 14 points an AP3 gun, all right? You're saying to me, you know what, Coach? You know, they might get killed. Yeah, they might. They don't have any armor, but they have Survival 4 with weight of health 1. So you're re-rolling 1 missed dice. If you're rolling 3 dice, man, you know, 4s, and you got a chance to re-roll one of them, say you grab an 8 on that thing, poof, really good. The Grogans are always my favorite, but with the changes in the lower price, guess what? Coach's seal of approval. Second one for the Rebs. All right, so the KRAAW Warriors. Let's discuss the KRAAW. All right. Their stats haven't changed. The wrist blaster hasn't changed. Nothing. Price hasn't changed. Here's where I think it's important. All right. So now the KRAAW were described as winged aliens who make up for their somewhat delicate build and diminutive stature with speed, skill, and nimbleness. They were supposed to be this warrior race. These crazy fighters. All right. So they came down to a 4 fight. But here's where it really is important. Okay. Aerial deployment. So we're going to put them wherever we want. That's number 1. That's pretty good. Frenzy 1 on a 4-up fight, pretty good. They don't have a weapon. Maybe you can give them combat blades, whatnot. But Frenzy 1 on a 4-up fight is really good. Jump pack. To be able to jump through things just like an Enforcer, whatnot. So that jump pack is their wings. Because if you're familiar with the KRAAW, like you saw at the beginning of the video, they have wings. And they're able to go wherever they want to. So now, for 10 points, as a specialist... Here, you know, I know you can't have everything as troops, but I would take 1 or 2 of them because you could put them wherever you want. Frenzy 1, they're there, 10 points, 1 VP, man. You know, you could take 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I don't know how many you have in your, you know, how many you have on your shelf, but you know, the KRAAW with the aerial deployment, Frenzy 1, and jump pack have gotten a lot better. I like them. I liked them in version 1, version 2, and they weren't that good. This is going to make up for it for 10 points. And you know what? The explosive blast at range 3, you're going to drop them in aerial deployment. You're going to do something. 6-up range kind of doesn't matter because you're going to blast them all over the place. KRAAW, give them another look. Give them a chance. They're looking pretty good. The Alpha Simian Brawler, okay, got a few things. So still size 3, but he got an extra 5 health points. So he got an extra 1 from the last edition, which is good. You know, which is good. Everything is the same with the spike gauntlets. The only thing with the spike gauntlets is they used to be AP2. Now they're AP0. AP is getting killed every here. So instead of the -1, you got a -2 on this. The AP2 on them was pretty strong. Pretty strong, I will say. All right. Knockback and smash on a 4-up fight. So, you know, still 3 points, 26 victory points. They move on a 2 to 3. They are big guys. These are big models. Size 3, they are huge. All right, they move on a 2 to 3. All right, they still have rampage, which is bad. They have agile, which is not too bad. 4-up fight. So let's look at this. All right, most of the stuff is size 2. All right, you earn the same cube with them. You're on 3, plus 1 for being bigger, and then 1 more for being have smash. You're at 5. You charge in, that's 6. Person's wounded or pinned, you're 7. It's a lot of dice, man. So they're expensive. You know, armor 1, 5-up survive. They're expensive, but they're worth it. They can be taken out with fire, but now with an extra 1 health point, I don't know. They're going to stick around a little bit. So, yeah, the Alpha Simian Brawler, pretty good. I like these dudes. These are really just in-your-face, smash-and-face brawler types. Okay, so the Rebel Teraton, no changes. Everything is the same. But why? Why mix with perfection? 30 points, 3 VPs. They always do what they have to do. The Ceremonial Blade still got the AP1, the Grenade Launcher and Hand Flamer. They're both 1 uses, so you got to know about that. Doesn't matter, though, with the 6-up fight. 6-up range attack. The fight of 4 is where you're at. The Teleport and Tough. They kept Tough, man. Armor 1 and Tough. They're going to be around. They're going to cost you 330, right? 3 VPs and 30 points, but they've always been worth it. They are my favorite unit in the Rebs faction. I know I've said a few of them, but the Teratons are the way to go. All right, the Jude 1 Medic, everything is the same. The only thing he's grabbed is he's got Hacker now. You know what? 10 points is not bad. I don't know, though. I'm not too crazy about using medics, but I will. I'm going to do some battle reports, take some medics out there, see if they actually can cut the mustard, all right? But now he's got Hacker, which is good because he's not, you know, he might not be able to heal anybody, but he'll hack some stuff in those missions. All right, the survey drone, the model that has stand the test of time. This was a version 1 model, huh? They were awesome, all right? So they got a few new things. So all their stats are the same. They don't have a weapon. They really don't. They don't shoot or fight. They do survive on a 4, all right? They're good because they have 0 VPs. They're only 7 points. You take a few of them, and when they're in the cube, you can use them as an extra guy, So you have a buddy in the cube that you can fight with, all right? They've always been agile, they've always been construct, and they've had evade. But now, okay, on a survival of 4, they have an energy shield 2, which is great. And they also have hacker, which is great. Hey, 7 points, not bad. 4 up survive, they're going to be around for a while, all right? The survey drones got a little bit better, Energy shield 2 and hacker. All right, the metal monster, the Teraton shock trooper. I love Teratons. These are the males. They're a little bit smaller because of sexual dimorphism, but everything is the same on this guy, stats-wise. The only thing is the mace, all right? The mace has actually gotten better. Well, the mace used to have Frenzy 1, which is gone, but they got Smash 1. Okay, so in the last few videos, I was like, what do you think is better, Smash or Frenzy? I was on the fence, but I'm starting to come around to you guys. You guys made me see that Smash is actually better. Okay, so he is always rolling 4 dice. All right, size 2 might be bigger than some stuff. Being able to get in there and take care of business. The only thing is because of Smash, I guess, I don't know why, but they're 22 points. I thought 20 was good, but, you know, I guess because now you're rolling extra dice, you're getting that extra 2 points in there. All right, they're in Nomad. We got a bunch of changes. So, you know, I kind of like that they've done the thing where everything is here. All right, everything is right in front of you. So the Rin Nomad's, his stats haven't changed. All right. The only thing is you could take one as a troop. Okay, so before you couldn't. All right. You know, he's got a range 3 pistol, Frenzy 1 on the twin knives, but he's come down from 17 to 15, and he's gone from 2 to 1 VPs. Now, if you're going to take the Rin Sniper, okay, it used to be 17 points, and then you would take a sniper rifle for 12, giving you 3 VPs. Okay, so now all sniper rifles, they've lost their AP. But check out this guy, all right? Sniper rifle, range 8, sniper scope. So now you don't have to waste it. You could actually shoot it, okay, on a 4+. Then the twin knives have Frenzy 1. So he's lost a VP, and he's actually gone down in price a lot to 22 points. The Rin Nomads are fantastic. Love these guys. The troop, he's a little bit pricey. Survival 5 with a armor 1. You know, it's a little pricey, especially for Rebs. There's a lot of cheaper stuff there. But the Rin Specialist, the sniper rifle for 22 points, right? You can be rolling 5 dice, get yourself elevated for 6. Not bad. On a 4-hour fight, it's pretty good. So, other than being one of the coolest models in the game, these guys are pretty good too. All right, one of my favorite specialists, the SPHYR Lancer. All the stats are the same. The only thing is he's come down from 18 points to 16 points, still 2 points, but that Mata Magma Lance at range 5 AP2 is fantastic. Make people scared. 16 points. One of the best bargains in the game. I would give it Coach's seal of approval, but I already had it in every other video that I've done. So, but bringing it down 2 points, it just makes it even that much more easy. Just makes it that much easier to take him for 16 points. All right, the Rebs weapons team, the missile launcher, range 10 AP4, heavy, 2 VPs, doesn't move, 17 points. It's not bad. All right, AP4. Not too bad, but we got a lot of AP3 and AP2 in this. So AP4, to take one of them, you know, there's other. I think there's other things that you can take for 17 points. Not bad. You know, AP4 is awesome, range 10, but the thing is, you're gonna have to move it somewhere, and you're never gonna have to do that, or you're gonna have to burn a shoot dice. So, but I'm not too crazy about the Rebel weapons team, especially since it's a missile launcher. All right, the Rebel Sniper used to be the bane of everybody's existence because it was 16 points with an AP sniper rifle that wasn't heavy. It was crazy. It was crazy. But now the range has gone from 4 to 5, so it's gone up. They are stealthy. All right, they are stealthy. Sniper rifle range 8. It's 2 VPs, 15 points. I don't know. I think the Rebel Sniper is not stood the test of time. There are other things that are a lot better. Not bringing any AP. I mean, you're going to get up and you're going to shoot at a higher thing, at a higher level, using sniper scope for, if you're a level above, it'd be six dice, but on a 5-up, there's other stuff. I mean, taking the SPHYR Lancer would probably be better. So, like I said, the Rebel Sniper is old school, but I don't know. I wouldn't take him. All right, something new. A Rebel Engineer. New model. 5s across the board. 2 health points. Size 1. 25mm base. He's got Engineer and Hacker. He's got 2 weapons. He's a specialist. 2 weapons is Welding Torch, Range 2, AP 1. Power Claw. AP 2, Frenzy 1 Companion. All right. So this is one of the guys. This might be like Ogun or something like that you can take, just to put in. I don't know if they have a model for this, but for 14 points as a specialist with the Engineer and Hacker, okay, which is all right there. I'm not too crazy about engineers, but for 14 points, fighting on a 5, AP2, Frenzy 1 with Companion. So you're always rolling 4 dice. Not too bad. Not to take him as an engineer, but just take him as a fighting thing, which is good because if he gets cornered or whatever, he's trying to hack a terminal or something before the job is done. You get in there and you try to stop him by combat. He'd be able to hold his own. A Rebel Engineer, pretty cool. Only 14 points. I like it. All right, so I've done the Enforcers, I've done the GCPS, I've done the Plague, and I've covered the Rebel Striders, okay? Rebel Striders are always good, in my opinion, all right? I like them a lot. I like that they're walkers, that they can go places. The only issue I have is that everybody has a heavy support Strider, a urban assault Strider, a tank buster Strider. The only thing is the Rebs don't have the Ajax Strider, which I don't think they should. I don't think anybody else should. I think only Enforcers should, but that makes them a little bit more unique. But yeah, Striders are good. The big stompy robots. 42 points. When you get a faction like this that's super, super cheap, you can get one of them, maybe even 2 of them. You get the, I would say the Tank Buster, which is, with the Polaris cannon is really good. And then you can take maybe the Support Laser, the Heavy Burst Laser, okay, with Way to Fire 2 suppression. Those are 2 I really like. The Chainsaw and the Assault Flamer. I'm not too crazy about that. There are other things that you can use in here with AP2 in this list. So, yeah, those are the 2 Striders I really like. All right, so the TIGRAX Outrider from Overdrive is coming into here. It's a brand new model. It's the yindage on the back of a Tiger. Moves on a 2 to 3, range 5, fight of 4, survive of 4, armor 1, 4 health points. Size 3 on a 60mm base. He's a support. He's got a rifle, range 6, a rapid fire on a 4-up, 5-up shoot. He's got teeth and claws, close combat, AP 1, frenzy 1, 3 VPs, 24 points. He has agile, beast, stealthy, and tenacious. 24 points. I'm not too sold on the Living Legends so far. They've been a little disappointing. 3 VPs, 24 points. In here, there's a lot of cheaper options. You can take 2 or 3 guys for 24 points that would do almost what he does or better. The only thing he moves on a 2 to 3, but yeah, I know. I think the model's cool. I think this is something you take for fun. Competitively, I would leave it on the shelf, but very cool model. All right, so Sergeant Eric Umsar, everything is the same. Nothing has changed. The onslaught cannon, which is pretty good, and the rocket salvo. This is one of the Living Legends I actually like. He is cost heavy. He's 27 points, but 2 VPs. He'll be around. Resilient 1, Survivor 4, plus with Armor 1. You want to get him up there. He's not. You don't want to get him into a fight. You don't want to get him to fight. And then the rocket salvo is pretty cool. It's only one use, but frag 3, 1 use, range 8, pretty good. I like him. It's pretty good. All right, so the HUND, the Rebel Bounty Hunter, it's come down in price to 30 points, still 3 VPs. All the stats are the same. It does have fire control. So this one, you're taking a sniper rifle and twin pistols. Yeah, it's still for 30 points, 3 VPs. You're better off just taking the RINs. Just taking those guys. Let them do the work for 30 points. You could probably take 3 of them and do the same thing that this guy can do. All right, Edek Premier. He's lost. He's gone down to 1 to 2. He's a Yindage. Everything is the same, but he's got Frenzy 1. He is 3 VPs and 25 points. Very VP heavy, cost heavy. Doesn't do anything special. He's got the Living Legend. I'm sorry, he's got the Crossbow Range 6 AP1. Nothing to write home about. Although he does have Tough, no armor, Stealthy, Scout, Tac 1, Agile, just a Frenzy 1, but he's got no fighting. He's got no weapon that he can use. He's got that crossbow. You know, the crossbow was there because it was silent and you can use it against the zombies. It was some kind of thing like that. But yeah, there's another guy we just leave on the show. All right, Adrian NIKOLOVSKI. She is a wonderful SPHYR. Everything is the same. You know, the stats are the same. The only difference is her Magma Lance used to be range 6. Now it's range 5. AP2 Hollow Sight. That's the same. She used to be 28 points. Now she's 26. 3 VPs. My affinity for the SPHYR might move me to her because Tac 1, you know, you could always have that, but she's got the dual needle pistol. It's a range 2 toxic one, which is pretty cool. Having the Magma Lance with the Hollow Sight is pretty good. 26 points and 3 VPs, very, very heavy. I would take her just for fun, running a SPHYR army, but that's it. Cool, but very expensive. All right, so Kira NIKOLOVSKI is a living legend that is basically a medic. So she's got all the cool, the adrenaline shot, the hacker, medic, stimulant shot. The only thing that changes with her is she's coming down from 24 to 20 points, and she was 3 VPs. Now she's 2 VPs. So she's come down. You know, I mean, you can take a medic, adrenaline shot, hacker, medic, stimulant shot. I mean, you know, stimulant shot's good. Not bad, 20 points. But like I said, being of a affinity for the SPHYR, I'd probably take her. I wouldn't take both of them, though, wasting 46 points. But, I mean, she's cool to have around. All right, so quite an equipment catch that we have here. A bunch of new items. You know, the Rebs been collecting stuff. Boy, oh boy, I could tell you, somebody likes playing Rebs in the rules committee. So they got trip mines, thermal mines, combat blades, stimulant shots, and adrenaline shots that you can take. You got a bunch of stuff here. You could probably take a lot of stuff here because these guys are so cheap. The energy shield 3 has come down 2 points to 10 points. Hey, you know, and look, you can even take a defender shield. That is insane for 5 points. It's just, they got everything. You know, they have everything. So, run the Rebs, take whatever you want, because it's here. So if you notice through this whole thing, I've gone through everything now. So people have been saying, how come you don't go through the whole thing? And I decided to do it. So thank you for making those suggestions. I listen. See, I do listen. The Rebs are a faction that are very forgivable. You can take a lot of guys that are really cheap, and they'll take care of business. You can't decide, like I said earlier in the beginning, if you can't decide on one alien race, or you don't want to do, like, say, Enforcer or GCPS, but you don't want to do aliens like Asterians, or the Plague is too much for you, Nameless is too crazy. The Rebs are good. The Rebs are good. They will stand against the tyranny of the Council of 7. Enforcers, I think, have a special hate for them because of what they represent. But they're really good. They're very forgiving. This is a well-rounded faction in the fact that they don't really fight great and they don't really shoot great, but they're pretty good baseline. But since they're so cheap, you can overwhelm your opponent with Rebs. So, you know, taking some Grogans and some Yindage with snipers. Obviously, you got to take a bunch of SPHYR. I like the Hunter on the bike. You know, there's just, out of the Rebs themselves, there is limitless amounts of builds that you can do. and you can get a lot of stuff done. So depending on the mission, there's plenty of hackers in there. There's plenty of AP in this. There's a lot of AP in this. You know, AP across the board was gone down, but there's a lot of AP in this hidden in here. So the Rebs are a really good faction. I think they're a lot of fun. Okay, I really do love the Rebs. They were one of the original four. The original four of the Deadzone version 1, where we still had cards and stuff. I tell you, man, they've taken the test of time. Version 1, they were terrible, though. Terrible. But now they're really good. I think you could take them. I think you win a lot of games with them if you get the proper build. The only thing is they're going to have to help each other. So you're going to have enough firepower with some of the combat guys to help them out. Soften the guys up so when they get in there, they can do some stuff. But, yeah, if you're going to play the Rebs, just take a lot of dudes. But that's been the breakdown of the Rebs, one of my favorite factions. I really do like it. If this is your first time here, why don't you consider subscribing right there? There's the subscribe button. And above that, the YouTube analytics, the you know, the running hamsters have been hard at work here. And that video up there, that video was made for you. So I think you should click it. Thanks a lot.